All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to break down the core philosophy from Brian Tracy's incredible book, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. We're talking about the simple but really powerful ideas that have completely reshaped how millions of people approach success. So, let's just start with a big question, a really provocative one. What if it's not your background or your education or even how skilled you are that's holding you back? What if the single biggest thing standing in your way is just the way you think? So, what's the foundation for all this? Well, it all boils down to an idea that sounds almost too simple. Your outer world is basically just a mirror of your inner world. The life you see around you, it's a direct reflection of the thoughts you have inside. And Brian Tracy just nails it with this quote. You see, this isn't about some random thought that pops into your head once a day. No, this is about the thoughts that you let live in your mind, the ones that are on repeat. Those are the thoughts that are really planting the seeds of your future. And here's how that actually works in the real world. It's like a chain reaction, right? Your constant thoughts, they start to harden and become your core beliefs about yourself and how the world works. And well, those beliefs are what drive your actions. And of course, your actions are what produce your results. It literally all starts with just one thought. All of this whole chain reaction, it builds what Tracy calls your self-concept. The best way to think about it is like it's your personal operating system. How you see yourself on the inside, well, that sets the absolute ceiling for what you can achieve on the outside. Now, for a lot of us, that self-concept is kind of defined by these limiting beliefs that we picked up somewhere along the way. Tracy points to these three big ones. You've got the fear of failure, the fear of what other people might say, and the fear of rejection. Sound familiar? Yeah, these are pretty much the mental brakes we all put on ourselves. But here's the game changer. And this is so empowering. These fears, these limiting beliefs, they are not you. They aren't permanent. They were learned, probably through past experiences. And the best part is, anything that was learned can be unlearned. Okay, so that brings us to the really practical part. How do we actually take control of our own mind? It's about making a huge shift from being a passenger in your own life, just going where circumstances take you, to being the pilot who's actually setting the destination. It's about moving from a place of blame to a place of power. According to Tracy, the number one rule for anybody who wants to achieve great things is this. You have to adopt a mindset of 100% responsibility. That means no more excuses. You stop blaming your past, you stop blaming the economy, you stop blaming other people. You accept that you, and only you, are in charge of your life. And you know what's so cool about this? The payoff is immediate. The exact second you stop blaming and you truly accept total responsibility for everything in your life, you instantly take all of your power back. That's the moment things can actually start to change. So you've got this power back. Now what do you do with it? Well, you don't just point it at vague wishes. Because vague desires, they just lead to unfocused actions and, you guessed it, fuzzy results. But clear written goals? Oh, that's a whole different story. They act like a program for your subconscious mind, creating focused action that leads to really clear outcomes. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, this is some nice old school wisdom, but does it really hold up today? And the answer is a resounding yes. In fact, it might matter now more than ever before. Your mindset is your ultimate survival tool in this crazy, uncertain world. I mean, think about it. We live in a world where everyone's trying to learn new skills. So what's the real differentiator? It's your mindset. It's what determines how you handle a setback, how you bounce back from failure, and whether you're even able to spot the opportunities that are right there in front of you. And that really brings us to the most critical takeaway from all of this. Understanding these ideas is great, but that's only the first step. The real change, the real transformation, it doesn't come from just reading about it. It comes from putting it into practice every single day until it just becomes who you are. So let's leave it with this final question for you to really think about. If your thoughts truly create your reality, what is the one single thought, that one limiting belief that you need to decide to change starting right now?